sun was shining, I was laying in bed, wondering if she'd change it on if her hair was still red. The folks said our life together sure was gonna be rough. They never did like Mama's homemade dress, Papa's bank book wasn't big enough. I was standing on the side of the road, rain pouring on my shoes, heading out for the East Coast. Lord knows I've paid some dues of getting through. Tangled up in blue. She was married when we first met, soon to be divorced. Helped her out of a jam, I guess, but I used a little too much force. Drove that car as far as we could, abandoned it out west. Put up on a dark sad night where the green was best. She turned around and looked at me as I was walking away. I heard her say over my shoulder, we'd meet again someday on the avenue. Tangled up in blue. In the great known woods, working as a cook for a spell, but I never did like it all that much. And one day the ash just fell, so I headed down to New Orleans. I was lucky to be employed, working for a while on a fishing boat right outside the Delaware. And all the while I was alone, the past was close behind. I seen a lot of women, but she never escaped my mind. Love just grew, tangled up in blue. She was working in a topless place, and I stopped in for a beer. Just kept looking at the side of her face and the spotlight so clear. Later on, when the crowd then died, I was just about to do the same. She was standing there in the back of my chair, said to me, "Don't I know your name?" I uttered something underneath my breath. She studied the lines on my face. I must admit I felt a little uneasy when she bent down to tie the laces of my shoes. Tangled up in blue. Burner on the stove and offered me a pipe. I thought she'd never say hello. She said, "You look like the silent type." Then she opened up a book of poems and handed it to me, written by an Italian poet from the 13th century. Every one of them words rang true and glowed like burning coal, pouring off every page like it was written in my soul. Be to you, tangled up in blue. I lived with them on Montague Street in a basement down the stairs. There was music in the cafes at night and revolution in the air. And he started dealing with slaves, and something inside of him died. She had to sell everything she owned and froze up inside. And finally the bottom fell out and I became a drunk. The only thing I knew how to do was to keep on keeping on like a bird that flew. Tangled up in blue. In the cafes at night and revolution in the air. And he started into dealing with slaves and something inside of him died. She had to sell everything she owned and froze up inside. And finally the bottom fell out and I became drawn. The only thing I knew how to do was to keep on keeping on like a bird that flew. Tangled up in blue. know they're an illusion to me now. Some are mathematicians, some are carpenters' wives. Don't know how they all got started, I don't know what they're doing with their lives. Me, I'm still on the road, heading for another joint. We always did feel the same, we just saw from a different point of view. Tangled up in blue. Thank you.